Hi guys, so I have not done a favorites video in a while here on my channel, and I figured instead of doing it every month, I would do it every so often. So I have a lot of things that I've just been really loving lately, so I figured I would just come share them with you. There's a lot of you that like these videos, and then I think there's people that just don't really care for them, and that's totally okay. You can just click out now, not a big deal. I don't do just these types of videos here on this channel, so if it's not your cup of tea, it's all good. But if you are interested in seeing what some of my fall favorites are, then this is the video for you. Okay, so I usually start off with like beauty things, but I'm actually gonna start off with lifestyle things right now this month, or this season, I guess, because I don't know, I just have quite a few things that I'd like to share. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll do the beauty things at the end. So this first thing that I'm going to show you guys, if you know me and you follow my weekly vlogs, then you know how much I love this stuff, but I have just been using it so much more often, and I just love it so much, and I have nothing but good things to say. So my first favorite are these Flavor God seasonings. Of course, you know, if you see all my cooking stuff, the Garlic Lovers Flavor God is my all-time favorite. I cannot be without this stuff. I buy it, you know, 3 at a time or 5 at a time because I just love it that much. I pretty much use it in everything, so I feel like all my food tastes like that, but you know what? It's so good. Like, it's all fresh herbs and spices. There's no fillers or anything like that. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. But the bottom line is they don't add a bunch of, like, you know, they don't add MSG, they don't add the things that keep things on the shelf really well, you know? So all that's in this is garlic, onions, sea salt, California chili powder, basil leaves, black pepper, coriander powder, parsley flakes, and thyme leaves. So that's the Garlic Lovers, and this is my go-to always. But I also really like this ranch Flavor God seasoning, and this is like, basically if you get one of those ranch packets, you know, that's filled with tons of different things, that's what this is, but without all of those nasty chemicals and such. So this is just garlic, buttermilk, onion, sea salt, black pepper, yeast extract, parsley, and dill weed. And all of these are, you know, 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 protein. It's just like, just herbs and spices, that's it. So I highly recommend these. You will notice that they are a little bit expensive, but you have to keep in mind that something like this versus Mrs. Dash, you're getting double or triple the amount of what you would get at the store. So I highly recommend it. I think they do have like a combo pack that's like a starter pack, so you can try them all to see what you like the most. But if I had to only give you one suggestion, it would definitely be the Garlic Lovers. You can't go wrong with it. So we are not lucky enough to have a Trader Joe's here in my area in Indiana, but in Orland Park in Illinois, which is about an hour away from us, we do have a Trader Joe's there. So we have actually been going quite often, at least once a month for the last couple of months, and we've been stocking up on, you know, all of their seasonal things or anything that we have been using a lot in our home. So this last time that we went, of course, I stocked up on all the pumpkin things. Let's get real, because hello, basic. But anyways, we also saw their whole line of their different teas, which you can just brew on your own. Like, you basically just, you know, boil some water and then you can put the tea bags in there. And for me, I have been loving their teas, and these are just 2 of them. I bought a lot of them, but this one is the Earl Grey black tea, and this one is made with like bergamot. Yeah, it's black tea with bergamot oil, and I love bergamot. If you don't know what bergamot is, it basically smells like Fruity Pebbles. I put it in my diffuser a lot, so I really, really like this. I've been drinking this a lot. And then this one is organic Moroccan mint tea, and I've just really, really, really been liking this. This is a green tea, and it's really good. I also really like the mango, I think it's just black mango tea. It's very good too, and you can brew that and do it hot, or you can do it like, you can brew it and then put it in the fridge and just have it cold if you'd like. So I really like the Trader Joe's teas. They're super affordable, and they're really, really good quality, and they taste awesome. So I highly recommend them. They're usually near where the coffee is. Okay, speaking of coffee and pumpkin, I love the Trader Joe's pumpkin spice coffee for the Keurig. They just come in the little Keurig packs, and you can put them into the Keurig this way. I also bought the kind that you can put in the reusable Keurig pack, and you just like put it in yourself and you fill it yourself. I bought that pumpkin spice one as well. But these are just super easy for on the go. They are very flavorful. Like if you don't like cinnamon and clove and stuff like that, then I would not recommend this. But if you like that and you like pumpkin flavor, this is very good pumpkin coffee. I also really like the one from Target, the Archer Farms brand. It's very good too for the Keurig. So if you're feeling pumpkin like me this time of year, get some of this if you have a Trader Joe's by you. Okay, this next product, I'm not gonna talk too much on it, but I do want to mention it because I have been using it a lot and I feel that it has made a difference in my life. And I've been using it once or twice a day and I just really love it. But this is Inositol powder, and basically it was recommended to me for hormonal balance. As I told you guys, if you watched my hormone video, basically I have a panel that looks like PCOS, but until I get an ultrasound, obviously I can't know 100%, but I just really wanted to try to take the steps to start to reverse that, because of course, you know, I mean, if you have PCOS, it's part of many women's lives, but there are things that you can do, lifestyle changes you can make to try to take away some of the symptoms. So this inositol powder is supposed to really help women with PCOS. Now, I'm not a doctor, I cannot prescribe this to anybody, but it is something that you can get at a health food store or over the counter. I got mine on Amazon, and what I did when it was recommended to me, I actually went and researched a lot about it. I did a lot of research and I read tons of reviews about this one in particular on Amazon. And I mean, I just couldn't believe the reviews that I read there. And I mean, you know, of course they're Amazon reviews, take them with a grain of salt, but I also trust Amazon a lot more than a lot of retailers because sometimes people will filter their reviews and Amazon doesn't really tend to do that. So anyways, I would highly recommend checking out the Amazon reviews and seeing if this could be something for you. It's not just for people with PCOS or with PCOS symptoms or with hormonal issues. There are a lot of things that inositol is used for. One thing off the top of my head is anxiety or mood disorders. And I just think that if you research this, maybe it could be something that could be useful in your life. Of course, I recommend talking to a doctor or a natural doctor and seeing if this could be something that you would benefit from. But please, you know, do your research and talk to the right people before you start ingesting anything into your body. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to just take my word for it. Oh, if Courtney says that I can do it. No, like I talked to my doctor, I talked to somebody that's very good with natural and at-home remedies, and I think that this has been super helpful for me for the past about month now, and I really, really, really like it, and I highly recommend it. So I'll link this one in particular down below. It's the Now Foods one, but there are different brands out there, and if you go talk to your health food store or you just want to get it on Amazon, those are different ways that you can grab it. Okay, another thing having to do with hormone balance, I have been using Progestins Plus from Young Living essential oils. And again, I'm not gonna get super into every single benefit I have seen from this, but I will link a website down below that I did a lot of research on when it comes to this with hormonal balance and such. But basically the way that I use this is I actually put a little roller tip on it and I roll it on my neck. I either do it on the front of my neck or the back of my neck, and I also put it on my forearms and I rub it together. And I do that once, sometimes twice a day. So when I first wake up and then sometimes right before I go to bed. But I highly recommend this stuff, you guys. I'm telling you, for women, look up the benefits of this for you. Men, you should not use this, but for any woman out there that has really any type of womanly issue, look this up. It's oiltestimonials.com. I'll link that below for you guys as well, but also just look up Progestins Plus or the benefits of progesterone, because this can be very beneficial for so many things. I'm not going to say too much because I really can't, just, you know, FDA stuff or whatever, but look it up, do the research, and you will see maybe what this can do for your own life. This next thing I just have to throw in here because I just got it not that long ago and I love it and I just want to recommend it to everybody, but it is the iPhone 7 Plus. I got the 7 Plus, it's the matte black one. You know, I had always had a white front one, you know, I had like a gold in the back and then white in the front, or I think I might have had rose gold, I don't remember, but I had to do the matte black. I'm all about matte black. I love everything matte black. You guys remember that tumbler I had last year that was matte black? Love it. So I had to get this. I just absolutely love it. The camera is unbelievable. I had the iPhone 6 before. I didn't have the 6 Plus. So I was like, this is gonna be way too big. I don't know, but I love this size. I hold Alex's 6 now and I'm like, this phone, I feel like I'm gonna break it, you know? This one is sturdy, it's big, it's really the perfect size for my hand. I don't know, I just love it. And then I also have my little light up case for it that I use for little selfies. I'm actually waiting for the Lumi to come out. So I just got this one at a little kiosk in the mall and it was pretty cheap, and it feels cheaper than the Lumis do, but I like it and it works well and it's doing its job until the Lumi comes out. But highly recommend the iPhone 7 Plus if you're looking for a new phone for the holidays. So my camera just fell, so if the angle's a little different now, that's why, but it just fell off of the tripod, so that's great. But this next thing is something that I talk about a lot on this channel, but I'm telling you, it's been huge for me and my, you know, like getting ready process, so I have to share it. But this is the Infinity Pro Conair 3-in-1. Basically, it's a detangler, straightener, and a volumizer all in one. I might have done this in a favorites video before, but I don't care because it is a favorite and it probably always will be. But I saw somebody using this, I think it was like somebody that blogs for The Bachelor. Just saying. But anyways, so I found this through her and I bought it on Amazon. It's like $33 or $35 or something. This thing has been a life changer for me. I've told you guys before, I mean, you guys know I have super curly hair and it's thick and it's long. And if I ever wanted to straighten it, it would take 2 hours to blow dry and straighten it. It would be terrible, you know? So this basically straightens your hair while you're drying it, and it takes 15 minutes or less. And this is the outcome. Now, of course, I could run a straightener through it if I wanted to make it really straight, but I like the little, you know, the ends being a little bit curled. Like, I love the way that it comes out. So this thing has been a lifesaver for me. Like, I want to buy like 20 of them and hoard them because I never want to be without one ever in my life. I've had this one for over a year now and it's still holding up wonderfully. I basically use the attachment that is the straightener attachment. They have the detangler attachment and the volumizing one as well. They look like this. I'm not gonna take them out, but they look like this. And you can easily pop this off and then pop the others on. So I highly, highly recommend this, especially if you have long, thick, coarse hair, or if you have curly hair that you just don't want to deal with when it comes to straightening. I highly recommend this. For 30 bucks, it's worth it to have in your bathroom to be ready to go if you ever need it. So I'll also link this below for you guys, but I'm telling you, it has been a godsend for me. Okay, a couple of more beauty things and then we'll be all done. But this first thing has been awesome. So if you have curly hair, you know it's very hard. Like if your hair is curly, you can't just brush through it. It gets frizzy and you look like a poodle. So it's just not easy. So for me personally, when I brush my hair, I can really only do it when I first get out of the shower. So it's very hard to find brushes that work for my hair. It isn't right, you know, like it makes it frizzy automatically. But I've been using this wet brush. There's hair in it, I'm sorry, but I just have so much hair that comes out. This is one of the, what is the brand? I don't really know. I think it's a Conair. Maybe it's Conair. I don't know. I'll link it below. But this is a wet brush, and it was also recommended from a beauty vlogger, actually. And I got the one for the thick, coarse hair. I just got it from Amazon, but they have them at Target. I've seen they have them at Ulta. They have them a lot of places. But I'll put the one I got down below for you guys as well. But I really like this because when I get the brushes that have a little, you know, like a little connector here that's glued together, I always break the brush, always, because my hair is just so hard to brush through. So I really, really like this. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's the best brush ever. It feels kind of cheap, but it was less than $10. It really works and it gets through my hair so easily. I don't feel like I have to like detangle a ton of knots. It just gets right through them. So I really like this. I will probably be using these forever because I have not one bad thing to say about it. Okay, the next thing I have been wearing a lot as well, and you guys have said you've been loving it. It's a lip color. It is the e.l.f. I don't know if this is just a matte lipstick. I guess it's just called matte e.l.f. matte lipstick. I don't know. But this is in the shade Berry Sorbet, and this is the best part about it. It was only $3. And you guys know that e.l.f. is a great brand. They are very, very, very affordable. Things are like $1 to $5. And this is an awesome lipstick. It lasts a very long time. It's a beautiful shade for the fall. I don't know if you can see. I'll swatch it. I don't have it on right now, but I did have it on in a couple of videos. You can still see my foundation on my hand, great. But this is the shade of the Berry Sorbet. It's the perfect fall shade. I highly recommend it. For $3, you can't go wrong. I would like to go find a couple more colors in this formula because I really like it. And I mean, for $3, it's like just throw them in your purse and you always have them, you know? And as you guys know, I have a lipstick problem. So I mean, for $3, I'm gonna go stock up. Okay, for this, I'm pretty late to the party on this. I've seen this talked about a lot, but I finally bought it and I've been using it a lot and I love it. And it's so affordable and it's just a great concealer. But it is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer, and I'm in the shade Light. I probably could go one shade darker if I really wanted to, but this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see, but it blends out beautifully for under the eyes or basically anywhere you need to conceal. I just really, really like this stuff. It was also less than $10. It reminds me a lot of the Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay that is, you know what, $30. So I've been using this. I really like it. You can get it anywhere, Target, Ulta, Amazon, Walmart, Walgreens, whatever. And it really works well if you're looking for a good drugstore concealer. Two more things and then we're done. This next thing I've been using a lot. I have never been somebody that uses a powder over my foundation or on my face because I am so dry and I always thought it would make me super cakey, and some powders do make me really cakey, but I found this one that was also recommended to me and I feel like it works so well. I wore this to a wedding that I went to a couple weeks ago and I stayed matte the whole time when usually I get kind of sweaty. Now that's the thing, like I have a dry face, but when I get sweaty, my foundation starts to break up, you know? So anyways, this is the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I have a couple of different shades. This is in 222, but you can get any shade that works best for you. I think 235 is actually what works best for me, but they have two kinds. They have I think it's like a dry and smooth or something, and then they have the matte and poreless. Now, for me, I thought I would need the dry and smooth because my skin is dry. I liked that finish, but I didn't love it. I didn't love the way it looked on my skin. When I tried this matte and poreless on, I loved it. I loved how matte my skin stayed throughout the day. When I go to work, when I go to a wedding, even if I have my makeup on and I go work out and I just leave it on and I don't take it off beforehand, it stays very well during that. So I really like this. They have tons of shades in this. It just works so well. Of course, if you have really dry skin and you'd like to try the one that's better for dry skin, try that out, you know? But I just found that this one works for me. These are less than $5, you guys. It's a drugstore powder. It works so well. It works better than some of the other higher end powders that I've tried out, because I have been trying powders for the last month or two, because I was like, why does my foundation come off so easily? And I'm like, probably because I don't set it, you know? So I have been using this. I really, really, really like this. And I think that anybody that's looking for a really good powder from the drugstore as well, this is the go-to. Okay, it's the last product finally, right? But this is a Morphe product. Morphe is only sold online, and I like that about them actually, because they're very affordable, they're very efficient, they get things to you quickly. It's just awesome. But this is a blush palette. I believe I've shown this in a haul probably before, but this is the 9N blush palette. So it's like their neutral blush palette. I don't even know if you can see the colors that well, but I have been using this. This is the only blush I've been using lately, and I've just kind of been mixing them. So I really, really like these two shades. I've been liking this one. These ones over here, like you could even, you know, you could do other things with it if you really wanted to. I haven't really tapped into like this one yet. I don't know, it might be a little bit too light for me, but I could do something with it. I could wear it as an eyeshadow. There's a lot I could do with it. So I like this. I think it was like, I got it on sale for like 15 bucks. I think it's originally like 20 bucks. So it's worth it if you're looking for really good quality blushes and you just would like something like this, like if you're traveling or you just don't want to test out tons of different ones and have to buy, you know, individuals that are $5 each. There's 9 here, and there's gonna be a couple at least that work for you. Okay guys, so that is it for this favorites video. I don't know if I should call it a fall favorites or an October favorites, I don't know. But bottom line is I love all of these things. I'm always collecting things that I find that I'm using a lot that I am able to show you guys. So if there's any products that you've been using a lot, let me know. Link them down below. I always love product recommendations. As you saw, basically everything here was recommended to me and I tried it out and I loved it. So yeah, I just wanted to share the same things with you. If you've used any of these things, let me know what you have used and, you know, or what you want to use. Just leave me a little comment down below. If you did like this video and you like favorites videos, leave me a thumbs up and I will be able to do these a little bit more often if you want. Or if you just like the seasonal ones like spring, summer, fall, and winter, I can do that too. I really just want to do whatever you guys want. So you gotta give me the feedback and let me know what you want. Thank you guys as always for watching this. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do that and I will see you in my next video. Love you.